Hello,
good evening, everybody.
Here we are. Well done, boys. You all right? We're all on.
Hello.
Hello.
Finally,
we're all on. Okay. So tonight, welcome to Calm84 TV and Calm84fc on Facebook. Tonight, we are joined by Russell, another squad member of ours, my baby brother, and we are going to be talking about baby brother, yeah, Web3, aka Web3. We are going to be chatting about some football, some mental health. Starting, I'm just going to ask you guys. We're going to try and get you involved as much as possible. Ask you some questions. Just shoot from the hip. You know, at the end of the day, we just want your honest opinions on us all to be as real as we can. You know, so I'm going to put some questions up. If you're watching this, please ask questions. Please, you know, make comments and ask questions, and we'll get that on screen and ask the boys. If you want to ask anyone individually, please do. And you know, just keep interacting with the live feed. Okay, lads. So yeah, let's start with Rusty. Welcome, Russell, to your first live stream with all the boys. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
How was New Year, Christmas? How was it all?
Good
for you?
Good. It's obviously different, isn't it? But
yeah,
you get on with things. So
yeah, it's
horrible, obviously, when you're not seeing your family and stuff. Obviously, when I've got normally you spend time with your family, your brothers and everything.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's a lot different, but you just get through it.
I can't imagine, like, you know, for us, obviously, I haven't seen yourself and mum and, you know, my family over Christmas and that. And today we finally caught up, which was fantastic to see again. Like,
it's good.
It's horrible. Like, I'll speak to Dan a couple of times over the time, and it's just horrendous when you can't see your family, but really makes you appreciate what you've got around you. I mean, I know we do because we see each other all the time anyway. We never let it go too long to see each other and kids and stuff. But everything good, bro. I know you've been doing training lately. We want to tell us a little bit about just a bit of training you've been doing. Cristiano?
No, you're not meant to know about that.
Cristiano?
I'm trying to catch Danny.
Why not, Rusty?
I'm trying to catch up with Danny on the sly. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with Danny's fitness on the sly. So
yeah, he's.
Was it secret training? Yeah.
Something like that. So the basic story is, I said to Mitchell, yeah, let's do some circuit stuff. And Mitchell comes out with his circuit training. Obviously, he's got 20 lunges, 20 lunge jumps. He's got 20 sit-ups, 20 press-ups, 20 this. And then he said, yeah, but you got to do them 5 times. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, we'll give it a go. So we've done it once.
I'll give my best try.
Done it once. And I said, after the second time, I said to him, where'd you get this bloody training circuit from? He said, well, it's Cristiano Ronaldo's training.
Whoa, come on now. 0 to 100.
I said, yeah, exactly. Yeah. A big lad like myself, keeping up with that. So anyway, I've done it twice. I said to him, I think we need to customize these things, you know, customize them. Maybe 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 this. And then I could do 5 reps, you know. Not 20. It's unrealistic. So
bring the level down to the Sutton goalkeeper's stage. You know, the guy that was eating the pies at half time? Yeah, bring the level down to there.
Bring that down, man. That's where I am. That's my
I'm moving in.
Come and share my level with me for a bit.
I'm moving in. It's starting to rain.
You still can't do it.
It's starting to absolutely come down. Yeah, that's actually as well.
Mum ain't gonna have that.
Yeah, no.
Going off the pipe in her ass.
I'm running.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm running.
That's brilliant. So yeah, so you're doing well. Let's get on to Dino. Dino, how you been, mate?
Yeah, I've been good. I've been dealing with a couple of my own little struggles right now. Just like work and life stuff.
What?
But in terms of
Trying to get rid of that backpack.
well, do you know what? If I leave that backpack anywhere, there's trouble, man. So I'll just keep it close. Try not to get caught with anything. It's some things are going on, but you know we get through them. New Year's, I think like Rusty said, it was definitely different, and you could feel that it was different as well. Yeah. You know, you spend time with family. You knock on doors, and you're hearing that neighbours are grassing each other up for going around and trying to see your parents or your grandparents and things like that, which I think is absolutely terrible in this climate, because you've got to remember we've been going through this lockdown for a very long time, so people want to catch up with their families, especially when they've got close-knit families. And some people who haven't spoke to family members for years because they've fallen out have got to a stage where, you know, this pandemic has put them in a different headspace, and they're realizing, you know what, I want to rebuild those bonds, but they're not able to rebuild those bonds because of what's going on. So a lot of people are kind of stuck. It honestly felt different. The household, in terms of the household, like it's a normal kind of New Year's because we always together.
Yeah.
So that was nice, but we didn't get to do the whole extended family, sisters and mum and all of that stuff. So that was a little bit down. But
feels different.
Yeah, other than that, we made it through. Yeah, like exactly like Rusty said, we made it through. It is different. It felt different, but we're here. New Year started. Let's see what we can do positively to make a positive 2021.
Well said, mate. I definitely, just like, you know, with myself, again, you know what, we grew up together, we know each other for years, and that, you know, that my family, we try to stay close. You know, Corey being my cousin, Russell, my brother, you know, you're a friend from a kid. This is a very close
family, yeah.
Yeah, this is, and you know, all went to the same primary school. Like we're a close group, and you know, we like to be together. We're together as often as possible, and it was tough over the holidays. But as I said to Russell and Dan at some point, that we're quite, you know, we're not the type of family that only gets together at Christmas. So when they miss it, we're going to feel that. We try and put effort in all the way through the year, like weekly.
We're HQ, yeah.
We never go 2 weeks without seeing each other on a weekend. Me and my mum, my dad, my brothers, core. You know, we never go 2 weeks. If it goes 2 weeks, we know, and we make sure we put the effort in. We always speak to each other. So, you know, that was the positive, was that, you know, this wasn't our only opportunity, and there will be more opportunities, and we've got to take them with both hands. You know, and that's what we will be doing, as we did today. We all caught up. I went and caught up with my mum and dad and brothers, and it was it's fantastic. It's just being home again, isn't it? Being with your loved ones. Corey, how you been, cuz?
I mean, this year's been quite a strange one for me. I mean, I've been obviously quite unwell over Christmas. So I haven't really been able to enjoy it as such. I mean, Christmas Day, I was in and out of sleep all day. So I didn't really have much of a Christmas. But again, as Dino and Russ have said, I pushed through and got through it. And now we're in the new year.
We are, mate. We are, and we got a lot to do. It's good that, you know, we're all here, and I thank all three of you for coming on tonight, and you know, trying to give a bit of good, you know, positivity to the people watching, and to being part of our club, and, you know, giving up your time to come on tonight. So just want to, you know, get the thank yous out of the way before I start slagging you all off. So
thanks for having us.
That's all right. Well, I did beg. I get Corey to do it for me.
Yeah, you're right.
He does it very well. Thank you. So yeah, quite a bit to cover tonight, because we are officially, you know, cracking on. I'm not going to go into too much details on the Just Giving page and that yet. You know, people are more than welcome to jump on there and have a look for themselves. But I'm going to give a quick, a brief into what we're doing, and we started. I know Dino, you're yet to jump on and whatever with us. You're going to find the right time or whatever and deal with yourself.
Yeah, it is in the processes.
Yeah.
Right now, I have actually had some stuff in, but yeah, I am on it.
But with every
that
day,
Just Giving page.
Yeah.
With that Just Giving page, can we put a link in Facebook chat?
Yeah, brilliant idea, mate. I'm going to pop a link onto our. Oh, is that Russell gone? He's jumped off. He knows how to get back on. That's cool. Yeah, so that's a great idea, Dino. I'm going to just jump that onto our main comments page because on my feed, I've got a comment section for both Facebook and YouTube. So that's a great idea, mate. Thank you very much. And as I said, Dino, with yourself, you know what sort of we're doing. So you're going to find out a bit more about it today as well, because I know we've been disconnected for a little bit over Christmas and New Year while you're, doing your thing. So it's going to be good for you tonight because you can see where we've got to as well.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so what we've done, we have, where are we? Dean, have you got Facebook up?
Yes, I have.
Can you have you got the link?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to send you the links, and maybe you can just pop them.
Yeah, send me the link, and then I'll put it on in the chat.
Yeah, if you can forward the link onto that chat and to YouTube chat, that'd be great. Right. So what we've done is we've started our first ever event. We were always going to be partially about our events, raising as much money as we can. Dino, I've popped that on our group, mate.
Excellent.
So we've tried to raise as much money as we can for Calm, campaign against living miserably. We are aiming to raise £800 is our target. And what that means is it costs £8 per crisis phone call to Calm, and we are aiming to pay for 100 crisis calls as soon as we can. So that is why we're doing this challenge. The challenge was started, so it was about the 28th or 29th of December. We were sitting there, me and my wife, quite late at night, and she said she was going to sign us up to a 26.2. My wife, Sarah Webb, is the head of our events. And basically, she was going to sign us all up to a 26.2, but it wasn't for a mental health charity or anything. So we decided we were going to do our own. We'll run our own event. So by the 1st, I think we are up at, I think we had 28 sign-ups by the 1st of January to do 26.2 miles in the month of January. In the month of January, you can do that however you want. We recommend a mile a day for everyone. Obviously, you can compact that if you're doing a couple of 5Ks a week. That will suffice. So, and then just to raise as much money as we can. Up to date, I believe I'm going to tell you how many sign-ups we have, and I'm actually going to thank everyone on our Strava page so far. We have got 32 athletes signed up. I know there's a few that aren't on the actual page, and I'll tell you the ones that aren't on our page. So I'm just going to go down our list, and I'm going to name everyone that's on the Strava, and just a thank you to everyone. And I'll go for it now. So I'm going to say thank you to all our athletes. We're going to start with, we've got Harley Swan, Camis Billington, Adam Coburn, Tilly Webb, Sarah Funnell, Sarah Webb, Sam Stokes, our very own Rusty Webb. Mitchell Webb, Mitchell Chambers, Michael Watt, Louise Cunningham, Liam Goodman, Lee Potter, Jamie McNamee, Holly Vickery, Grant Powell. He's on our comments saying hello, lads. Hello, Gons.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. Gary Howes, Frankie Lynch, Danny Webb, Danny Jones, Danny Bazaran, our very own Corey Webb.
Yay.
Brian, Adrian Harry, and Tasha, his partner, Daniel Lloyd, Foller, and Mel Vickers, and obviously me. So
well done to everyone.
Well done, guys. Yeah, it's it's going to be. We're hoping. My target is to get us up to 50 sign-ups by the end, but all of them have got to compete. They've got to do 6.2 by the end of the month. So we'll go into that a bit more. As I've got, obviously, I know, Cord, you've been ill. Dino's yet to sign. So, Russ, I'm just going to ask you, how's your miles been going, bro?
Good. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not like, I mean, everyone looks at it and you go, 26 miles, ooh, it's a big deal. But you know what? Like, just going out and walking around Biggin Hill Valley, like that's what I've been doing. Just going out for a walk.
Oh, nice.
Walking around the valley, going up some steep hills. So, you know, the thing is, it's all for my benefit. I want to lose weight. So I put it into perspective that I want to lose weight and I want to strengthen my legs and I want to get back into my healthy state, which obviously has been lapsed. So that ain't because I've been bullied to do something. It's because I wake up and I say, I need to lose weight and I want to become healthy and I want to be take part in something as well as such a big event like, you know, Calm84fc and what they're supporting. So I always start my recording before I start walking. I do walk, but it's only just to strengthen myself at the moment, because when I find that you're running, if you're a bit overweight like myself, it takes I'm not going to say anything like that, but it takes an impact on your knees and your back. So I'm easing myself in and taking the walk. And to be honest with you, I'd like to say a really good, like a big well done to Mitchell Lee Chambers. He's a big lad, okay, and for the amount of effort that he's putting into this, it's amazing. All right,
it's
so obviously
it's inspiring, isn't it?
It's the fact is he's doing this. He's clocking what? How many miles has this guy done? He's done loads. So,
all right, I'll tell you how many he's done. Well, let's just drop in on that. Let's drop in on Mitchell Lee and just see what he's done this far. He has done 12.8 miles.
12.8 miles in 3 days.
Yeah.
See, this isn't someone who's being bullied into something. This is someone who's taken a stand. He knows he wants to lose weight. He knows he wants to become healthy, and he ain't taking no for an answer. And he's just pushing forward. That's what drives you forward. Commitment into something, and keeping on with that commitment, and you'll see the results, mate.
I mean, Russ, that's really lovely of you to say. For those that don't know, Mitchell Lee's my stepson. He's, Russell's nephew. He lives a far away from us, and he's come down. He's been down for quite a while now to see us over the holidays. He's been staying with us over the holidays, and he's our media guy. I say media guy. I don't know what that is. Is it officer? Is it officer? I don't know what it is. We're guys, isn't it? We just say we're the media guys. So he's a media guy. He's editing. He's doing some lovely little edits and bits like that with me. We're doing little videos. Corey's, doing all these little posters and stuff, which really help putting out the media. So just a bit of context behind Mitchell. He's, a real big part of the club. And what I want to say to you three is, just before we go on any longer, we've been going 15, 20 minutes, but I just want to tell you straight, when we talk about Calm, it's not they, it's we. We are Calm. All three of us, all four of us. everyone out there who's part of us, it's us and we. Yeah, we. It's not me. It's not the individuals. It's not an entity on its own. Every one of you are putting in this effort, and every one of
Our
you,
team.
yeah, all of you are calm. It is our calm, all right. And as Russell just so rightly said, massive well done to Mitchell, and it's been epic for him. I just want to say his YouTube channel, he's got
The Big Mitch Show.
Big Mitch. It's fantastic. I mean,
I'm following it.
Have you watched his first video yet?
I've been watching him. Through.
Isn't it good? Like, and we see him grow up, haven't we? Like, even you, Dino, you've seen Mitchell grow up since a little kid from the area. You've seen him come football with us and stuff as a kid. But to see what he's achieving with his little show, and we're trying to push that out there because the positivity that we can get and everyone else can get from that is fantastic. If he can do it, you know, then other people should believe that they can do it. And
I'd like to think, Mark, I'd like to think that we've had a part to play in that. And I'll say that because everything that we've achieved and everything we've done over the last 7-8 weeks, I think it's helped him and given him that confidence to push through and make his own channel and do it and get out there. Because, I mean, he said to us all before that he's not one to do videos and vlogs and go on camera. No. But after coming on here with us a few times and that, I think it's given him a bit of confidence to go out and do his own videos and that. And they're really good. They're really worth a watch.
Yeah, it is, you know, we got some good funny comments on here, boys. I don't know. Can you guys see comments?
Nah, I can see a couple.
All right, so I'm just gonna. So we got PJ. He said, "I didn't hear my name." PJ Southall. I'm sure I read your name, mate. You probably just didn't hear it.
Listening.
But PJ Southall, yeah, you weren't listening, mate. And he said, if you look on there, he says, "I didn't hear my name. Only 4th on the leaderboard." So there's a leaderboard that we use. And that is, it's just time. It's not, it only records how long you are. So if you went and stood at the shops for an hour, it would record it. And the person with the most time, it's quite ridiculous, actually. We've been searching for a way to move it to miles, but it doesn't do it. I don't, you know.
It's done on time.
Yeah, it's just done on time. So, you know, but PJ said he's 4th on the leaderboard. So he's obviously been out there. Grant said, "Well done, Mitch." And he was a little jar. He's doing so well. I mean, he's still a little jar, but he's 26 now. But yeah, he has done so well.
To be 26 again.
Oh, to be 26 again, mate. But thanks, Russ, for, you know, bringing him up and doing that. How's your own mileage going then, bruv?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I haven't been on my booklet now. I mean, I've had to hold off because I'm on the live. But after the live, I'll be clocking in those miles. I know my route.
How many miles have you clocked so far,
the route that I am taking. Oh, Mark, is that around 6? Around?
Russell, you've done 5.5 so far?
Yeah, so 5.5 in 2 walks.
Lovely.
So, you know.
3 days.
Yeah.
We say a mile a day, so you're ahead, mate.
So what I'm going to do is I've got my own path now. So after the live, I'll be going and taking my path and clocking in the miles again. Such a little effort, really. So, you know, it's one of them ones I'm going to crack on. Corey, when are you getting on with yours?
I'll be starting mine very soon. I'm coming to the end of my isolation period. So as soon as I can get out there and get walking, I've got my route planned out. It works out to be about 4 miles all round. So at first I was thinking to myself, about 4 miles, I only have to do that 7 days out of the whole month just to make the target. But then I stopped and I thought to myself, but why stop there? If I'm going to do it, why not go out and do it 2 or 3 times a week or more than that? If you know what I mean, it's like Russell said earlier with the mental health side of things. Like, I know I'm a little bit overweight, and I know that I need to get fitter and I need to get healthier. And so this will sort of work as a sort of platform for me to get that started. And obviously, you know, the road to losing a bit of weight and getting fitter. But that'll be starting very soon.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, I mean, how many? So how are you planning to do that, Coy? You're going to do, you know, what sort of plan have you got to do that?
So to start off with, I'm going to be walking. So I'm just going to be walking miles every day. Once I drop a few pounds, and you know, like Russell said, with running it's quite difficult because, I mean, it's not so bad when you're running around playing football. I don't know how it works out, but when you're running around playing football, it's all right. But when you're road running, it's a lot different. The ground's obviously concrete and a lot harder, and weight that I'm running with, it puts a lot of pressure on my knees, and so it's difficult. It's very difficult to run. And so obviously I'm going to start off by walking, and then once I lose a couple of pounds and I become lighter, then I'll start doing runs and go from there.
The thing is,
that is fantastic.
The thing is, one thing I will point out: anyone who's looking at it and looking to get involved, yeah. The thing is, we're overweight lads, so the difference between football, you're doing short sprints. Yeah, short sprints with our five-a-side. We're doing short sprints. Yeah, so obviously your body has that time to recover. Yeah, but with your running on the street, when you're running, you know, if you're running for 4 miles or whatever, the impact is constant. Yeah. So all I'm saying to all of the viewers that do want to get involved and do want to participate, we are not telling you to break yourself. Yeah, we're overweight lads. So I don't know about Dean. He's only overweight when he's got his backpack on. But I mean, we're all like, we're on the chubby side.
Well, if you could see, I'm starting to get a bit of man boob and what. So yeah,
a bit of man boob.
I didn't hear your name on that 26 either, so you need to get involved.
Mate, do you know what? Yeah, I was hoping that there was going to be a little bit of a chime on your Just Giving page because I was waiting until we went live and I've done a donation to the Just Giving page.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd chime up on Martin on your emails or something like that to say, yeah, you've had a donation done live on air.
Yeah.
But okay, so that didn't happen. That would have been good if that would have been good if that could have happened.
You're trying to surprise me, yeah?
Yeah, for that would have been good, like to try and encourage a little bit more donations through the Just Giving page.
Yeah.
But no, nothing happened, so I was waiting. But yeah. Joining in. The thing is, I actually regularly walk. I don't want to say where I go because we're actually live on YouTube and Facebook and things like that. But I actually go past your house, and then I walk about a mile down the road. I turn around, I end up near our local McDonald's.
Yeah.
I go around the back way, end up near the local McDonald's, and then I walk all the way back. I go past the home base and then back home. So I go a long way around. So I do have a nice little route planned out, and I actually do it with my missus on a regular basis. We actually started it in the summer because I found that helps with mental health as well. Sometimes we actually end up where do we end up if we'll go via Shortlands and then end up via Bromley Courts.
Okay, yeah, that's a good walk.
Yeah, so you know where I live. We walk through. We walk the long way round there, and then end up walking all the way back past the McDonald's, past the home base.
Double McDonald's, yeah.
Go to there, yeah. Hit the one in Bromley, and then hit the one in on the way back.
So you're doing a like a McDonald's crawl, yeah?
Something like that. No. What I do is I get a single cheeseburger at the top, and then I get a single cheeseburger at the bottom. There's my double, and I get to walk them both off.
Right there, isn't it? But no, we So yeah, Dino. I mean, thank you for your donation, mate, and that is your sign up. So it looks like you're in, mate. So you just need to.
Well done, Dino.
You're in.
time,
You're
mate.
in.
About time.
Yeah. No, listen, the donation wasn't the problem. Yeah, that was always going to happen. It was just
And everyone's got their own time in to do this thing, and you've got to the end of the month to clock in these miles, and whatever way round you want to do this, you do that. So what's that? 20? You got 28 days. You got to do 0.9 miles a day, son. Can you handle that?
oh mate, listen. when oh yeah, I've got to download the amount of apps that I've got on my phone. I've got to download that. Is it the Strava app?
Strava, yeah.
Strava. Get on the Strava, and then you'll be on. We've had a few nice comments, boys. When I've been using this, we've obviously had my privacy was set different because this is actually going live on my actual page on Facebook, not just our Calm page. So and because my privacy was set to friends only, we wasn't seeing our comments. So we've had a few lovely comments from people. I'm just going to go down them. So we've had Lucan's put some big eyes. I don't know what the big eyes are for.
Oh, he just wait to let us know he's watching.
Yeah. Hello,
I'm going
Lucan.
to see his name, are you?
Yeah. I hope you weren't listening for your name. So we've got a good friend of mine, Corriston Wiggins, bigging up Adrian Harry and saying good work, lads. We've got Mitchell Lee asking a nice question, saying, I'll put this on. And it just says, how have you all been doing so far with the Calm84 challenge? I know it's helped my mindset. Russ, obviously me and you, the guys that have been doing it so far. So, for your mindset, any good? Like a bit of focus?
That's good. At the end of the day, when you're indoors, you're just sitting around or, you've got your mind's overworking and stuff like that. But just to get out, breathe in that air, look at your surroundings, even having a walk on the street. To be honest with you, around where I live, there's quite a lot of people on the street walking, doing their exercises, cracking it in. No one needs a gym just to be able to exercise. So, people, you can't use it as an excuse. Oh, the gym's closed. Let's not do anything about it. You just got to get out and do your walk, run, or whatever you feel comfortable with doing. But yeah, other than that,
it's a challenge like that, isn't it?
It's one of them ones. It does a lot. It does a lot for your mental well-being because you're just out. You're looking around, you're breathing in the air. So it's different from being in and overthinking things. Just to get out.
Yeah, definitely. I think to have the reason behind it was to have that focus, to have people to have a challenge to focus on. Now, in the future, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go through a lot more on our podcast about having challenges and setting targets. More of the, we're gonna start dipping into more personal development stuff for people, that want to go there and trying to create some focus and some drive in your life to help you achieve what you want to achieve and get to where you want to be. And this is a small, simple thing that, I'm pretty sure most people can do. I mean, to do the 26 miles, as I said, even Dino signing up, he's still got 28 days and he's under a mile a day still. So and a mile for me walking, I'm not the quickest walker, but for me a mile takes about 20 minutes ish. All right, so 20-minute mile, it's 20 minutes out of your day. What other things are people doing in 20 minutes? Watching the telly on their phone. I'm pretty sure when you go on that app, on that part of your phone that says how long you've been on certain apps in one day, 20.
Oh, don't.
You know what I'm saying? Though 20 minutes. Be it gaming. How long are you on gaming for? You can
YouTube,
4 hours.
Instagram,
TikTok,
man. If I tell you how long I spent on TikTok, let me tell you a little bit about some sad crap that I done recently. Yeah,
I never had you down as a TikToker, Dino.
He's a TikToker.
Mate, let me tell you, I watched. None of that. I was watching TikTok and I thought to myself, you know what? I know a lot of us guys do this. I went to the toilet. I sat down. I was watching TikTok, and then all of a sudden my missus started shouting at me, and she said, "How long you gonna stay in there for?" I said, "I've only been in there a couple of minutes, mate. I was in there for a whole episode of EastEnders, bruv, mate." And you think about that. How long on TikTok have I actually spent? I could have done about 2 miles of walking in that space of time, mate. You know what I'm saying? So you're actually right. Like the amount of time that we spend on our phones just looking at YouTube, looking at Facebook, and even going through the newsfeed. And I think you're absolutely right, because sometimes, me personally, I allow one issue here, an issue that I'm facing, I allow it to take over that period of time. You know, so like right now, I'm going through something right now. I was going through something when you were trying to get me to come football, Martin. I was going through something, and that kind of took over my life. When I came back football, it was all right, and I'm almost repeating the same kind of pattern. And I'm going to be like, no, I've got to get out and walk, because sometimes we allow these things to take over us. And you know what? When you actually go out and walk, it takes you away from that mobile phone. Like everybody's in front of a screen. We're in front of screens for too many hours per day. Mate. So, and I think
it's a screen culture.
Yeah, screen culture. And was it you, Rusty, or was it that said when you get out and you start walking, you just like it's just seeing the sights around you, just seeing the little bits that are going on around you, seeing people walking, just kind of looking at how they're getting on. It's like, sometimes you'll see an elderly couple walking, and you just think to yourself, man, you know what? I hope I'm lucky enough to reach that stage. But it's just being out to actually be able to admire that sight. And the more you sit indoors, and the more you're on that phone, the more you're on that toilet watching TikTok while EastEnders is playing, man, the more of a chance you're going to miss all of that beauty going on around you, man. And
on the toilet watching TikTok, mate, I tell you what, it is such a thing. It's such a real thing. It's such a real thing that happened. And you are absolutely spot on, mate.
That was my life the other day, and I just thought to myself, I think I actually watched everything on TikTok. I was like, well, look at this. I even saw a TikTok of this guy. He wound down the window of his car using the remote control. Yeah, using these. And I thought, can I do that? And I actually went outside and tried it. I said, no, this is getting too fucking serious. Sorry about the language. This is getting too serious now, mate. No, you're sad. So you better sort your life out, mate. You better sort your life out. If you'd have seen my missus, I jumped up out and I said, hey, babe. She was like, what? If you're going to carry on like that, you can get out. Yeah, she weren't happy.
So basically, when we can't get you...
He's on TikTok on the toilet.
On TikTok.
Guys, he's in there.
On the back of that, we've had a couple of comments, Dino, about that.
Oh, God.
A couple of the boys are laughing. We got like a couple of the boys laughing, and we got one of my friends, Grant. He said, "I think Dino should be called TikTok for the month." I mean, it's not an awful idea. He should definitely be called.
Do you know what? Yeah, between the kid with the shorts, kid with the backpack.
Yeah,
how many aliases? Yeah, mate. How many aliases am I gonna get?
Yeah, you've got. There's a few more where that come from. So we got my lovely Auntie Anna. I just, I want to give her a shout out and say thank you very much, Auntie Anna. She said, "So proud of my nephews. Well done." And Dino, you could be an honorary nephew, as us three are. So thanks, Auntie Anna. Who else have we got? Thank you. Okay, so anonymously, we've had a message, and I don't know if Mitchell Lee's still on here, but we've had a message anonymously, and it says, and it's lovely actually. I will double the amount of pounds that Mitchell loses in the month and donate that to the page at the end of the month. So whatever he loses, all he's got to do is record his weight and for himself, and I'll put these two in touch, and he's gonna double the amount of pounds that Mitchell loses during this month and donate that anonymously.
Well done.
For now. Whoever that is, I know who that is. And you know what? If they're happy,
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And go on,
well
Mitch.
done. Come on, Mitch. You got this, mate.
I'm going to be ringing his ass 6 a.m.
Get up!
Get out.
Let's go.
Get up! Let's go. We're going to get it from us.
So and, that person's going to eat their words there.
Yeah, it's a really lovely thing for that person to do, and I'll be speaking to them, and hopefully, by the end of the month, I know people want to stay humble. I get that. It's lovely, but when you do something like that for someone and for such a charity, if you will allow us to say your name and thank you properly for doing it, then that'll be even better for us. Because respect and love where due. When you do that for people, mate, you deserve people to know what the person you are. Recognition. I think that's
the word, yeah.
It's a massive thing. So nicely onto that, we're gonna, talk about. We've touched on it a little bit, but the importance of physical health and the correlation between physical health and mental health. And from me, I think certainly just on a very, very basic level, when I know I've got something to focus on, a physical challenge, when I've done something physical as early in the day as I can, it's so much better. It sets up my day. It makes me feel better. It gives me some clarity in my mind. What do you guys think? Let's start with you, Corb. How do you think about that?
I mean, I like my sleep, and so I prefer to do things in the afternoon. I prefer to get up, have something to eat, have a drink or whatever, and then get myself motivated to go out in the afternoon and do something, or in the evening. I'm not really a morning person. And like for me, my physical, let's say my physical health is quite dangerous to my mental health, because obviously, as I've touched on before, I'm overweight, I'm quite big, and it plays on my mind. It plays on my mind in the way that I think people look at me, and I get very self-conscious, and I think, if I go out running, is someone going to be watching me and laughing? Or if I go and do this or that, am I going to be judged for it? Do you know what I mean? And it plays on my mind, and this is another reason why I want to sort of slim down and get myself fitter again, because then, as you'll probably know, from a footballing point of view,
self-esteem.
Say again.
Self-esteem,
yeah. I mean, as you'll probably know, like from a footballing view, I'm quite quick for a big guy, and the amount of times I've been playing on a Sunday.
What did you say, Ross?
Used to be.
I'm still quicker than you, boy.
It used to be. That's a 100-meter sprint. That's a challenge in itself.
That is another challenge. There's a few challenges tonight.
I'll accept it.
So there's been more than a few occasions where I've been playing on a Sunday, and obviously I play up front. So I'm coming up against these skinny, tall centre backs, and they
used to,
but there'd be a moment where I get like a burst of pace, and I'll out sprint these centre backs, and they always say the same thing, like, "Where did that come from?" Like they don't expect it because I'm a big guy and I'm quick. So in my mind, I'm thinking, if I can lose some weight, get lighter, get a lot fitter, imagine how much, how many other people I could do that to. Do you know what I mean? And probably twice as fast. So
for you, that's what it's about, isn't it? Like, as I say, like self-esteem and how you perceive yourself. Because for me, I would always say to you, it's how you perceive yourself that matters, you've got to shut that wall down. But us being, you know, I say men, but I'm sure women experience that too. We're competitive in nature. You know, we've got an ego. A lot of men have got a bit of an, you know, we've got an ego. That's just how we are. It's why we do our hair and put aftershave on for live streams, which is ridiculous. I've done that, bro. I can't help it. I don't know why.
Fresh.
I have to smell fresh. I still have to smell.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah, I've got the smell-o-vision going on, but it's the ego, isn't it? And you know, you don't want to look bad to anyone, do you? Like being us, certainly me. You know, you don't want to. As much as you try and block off the world and go, I don't care what anyone thinks. Deep down, there's always that sense, because that's why we dress nice, right? We look after ourselves as good as we can, because we try to keep that self-esteem up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I touch on one point? Can I touch on one thing? One thing that Corey said, in the sense that he feels, you know, that people will be, you know, laughing at him, or you know, what people would think. Well, the main principle that you need to bring to yourself is you've got to do you. Yeah, you've got to be happy with what you want to achieve and what you want to do. It's not always perceived on someone's expectations of what you should do with yourself. So if you yourself want to get fit, or you want to lose weight, or you want to, you know, do anything, you're the only one who can achieve that. And you're the only one who can push yourself through that. So yeah, it's all right to have a bland thing to say, sod what everyone else thinks. But you know what? Sometimes it takes that for you to do what you've got to do for yourself to make yourself a better person for you, basically. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from?
That's right. You have to. I totally get. I think you know, you're bang on. At the end of the day, you know, you've got to live in your own skin. If the world sort of crumbles and you're there on your own, you've got to live with yourself. And before we go out of our rooms and get out of our beds and deal with the rest of the world, you know, we've got to deal with ourselves, because if you're not happy with yourself, you know, and the things that, you know, you want to be, how can you deal with other people? And that's and you're right, mate. I think you've really touched on a really important thing, that, you know, it's a self-esteem. You've got to have exactly that. You've got to have esteem for yourself first.
You know, I think that draws onto a bigger picture. You know, there are a lot of people that are probably experiencing the same kind of mindset that you're experiencing, Cor. A lot of people that, especially during this pandemic, have said to themselves, you know what, I have got this extra time off, maybe because I've been furloughed or because of the restrictions, and like how I've got this time off, I actually want to go and do something that's going to help me get into better shape, but I'm scared of what everybody else is going to think. How are people going to look at me if all of a sudden, like, I'm going outside with a pair of trainers and some jogging bottoms and a sports t-shirt or a sports jumper, and I'm actually trying to make that step? The thing is, I saw something on Facebook, and it said, laughing at somebody who's trying to exercise is like laughing at a homeless person who's going to the job center. Right? It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And I think, although society is still a little bit messed up, I think there's been a bit more of an openness and a little bit more of a kindness going on in terms of people trying to get fitter, people trying to develop themselves and live a healthier lifestyle. While this pandemic has been going on, me and my missus, we've been doing a lot of walks around the area, and I've seen everybody from all backgrounds, all shapes and sizes out there making that change. And you know what? There was one person that I did see who's kind of local to us, Mark, and they started off being a very big person in the summer. And I've seen them now, and they've really slimmed down. And when I see them out there, I always give a nod, like, to say, do you know what, yeah, man, like, keep it up, because that's amazing. Yeah, do it. And your story, Corey, you're going to develop a story that will eventually help somebody else. And it would actually be a good idea if you vlogged your journey, your like how you're thinking and feeling at that moment, and what's kind of helped you get out the door, because someone else is going to need it, and someone else will need that enthusiasm and that energy and that get up and go from you to say, you know what, I just don't care what anybody else thinks, and what I'm scared of actually isn't really out there, because you're going to walk past someone, or you're going to jog past someone, or you're going to even run past someone who's going to look at you and think, get in there, my man, and I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
The thing is, if anyone's looking for inspirational people, there's, you know, you're looking into the fact that you said to Corey, like, you obviously build up what you're going to achieve, and you might help someone down the line. Well, if anyone's looking onto this, you know, you can look at the path of, say, Sam Wright. I mean, look at what he achieved, you know. There's also what Mitchell Lee is now achieving and is going to achieve. I know he will do it, and I know and hope that he will stick to it. But you will see that it's not just one person who can achieve something if they set their mind to it. You can achieve anything. So if you want to keep yourself healthy, if you want to get better at something, then don't be worried about what people think. To be honest with you, when I walk around my route or go for a run around my route, most of the people that I pass will say, good evening, good afternoon. It's completely, people respect the outside a lot more. It's become a lot more friendly now. So, you know what I mean? Everyone's outdoors and doing it.
Everyone's going through it, aren't they? Everyone's going through something. And I mean, so Adrian, we've had a lovely, you know, another couple of messages. I'm going to read them out instead of putting them on screen because some of them are a bit too long for the banner. But Adrian says 100%, no matter how perfect you become, someone will always have something to say. Just do you.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. Stay focused, brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Adrian's doing well.
Fantastic. He's, you know, we see him at football a couple of weeks ago. He's an absolute beast to play against. The guy's 40 years old.
I don't like
He's 40 years old. I don't like playing against him. He's
Adrian.
40 years old. He's an absolute beast. And do you know what?
Absolute animal, I'm telling you.
The guy's an animal, right? But he doesn't get to where he is. And, you know, because he struggles up and down sometimes with his weight and stuff. He never gets too big. He'll tell you he gets big, but he don't. He's still built like a, you know, he's a tank. The guy, he never looks fat. He always just looks like a tank. And but he's a boxer like in the beginning, he was a boxer, and you know, he sees himself. He knows what position he wants to be in. He never wants to be a bodybuilder or stuff like that. He just wants to be, you know, lean and athletic. And you know, for him, he's had an incredible journey. He's up and down, and his tenacity in when he goes at it is incredible. And you wouldn't realise how much that inspires people around him, just his friends and stuff like that. We've worked out together lately when we could, and we took a few videos and stuff. I've got some comments back on it. Look at it, 19 stone, he said. He just looked like a tank. He just looked like an absolute tank. But, you know, he's right. No matter where you go with it, Cor, and what you do, there will always be someone. You'll never shut up the world. You'll never get the world to universally agree that you look amazing or you are amazing. There's always going to be, for all the people that come on here and say that we are doing something amazing, there's someone sitting there and going, bunch of idiots. Like, what are they doing that for? They're going to hate. And we're ready for that. We're ready for the haters. We're ready for the people who say, because, you know, there's only one way to do it. Haters, you just delete, block, done. You've got to do the same in your mind. You know, it's delete, block, and gone. You know, Corriston come back on and said, 100%. Most of them people that laugh are not comfortable in their own skin. Same as bullies. We always find out a bully is always getting bullied at home, or some other kind of form of bullying happens to them.
Yeah,
and it's the
truth.
That's the truth. You know, and there was a saying I read in a book once, and it said, "Hurt people hurt people." You know, and it's when you think about that, it's the truth. Hurt people, because they are putting that out there. What they've got, they're putting that back out.
Mm.
You know, and it's such a horrible thing. Corriston's bang on with that in what he's saying. We've got a comment from Grant, and Russ, he's saying people say good evening on your evening run. Man must have moved out of Downham.
Listen, mate, that's home. That is home, mate.
What's your reaction, Russ? Are you gone? I think he's frozen, isn't he?
I think
I think he has.
I think we're all frozen.
No, I think he's just trying to get away, like act like he's frozen, and then just turn the computer off. And
he's got a picture up in front of the camera. He's moved out. Like he's doing heist movies. He's put a picture up. He's ducked. Yeah, I knew it'd go. And so Robert Blake says Adrian's a youngster. There you go, Age. Rob's Uncle Rob giving you the youngster tag. Adrian says haters basically are showing you're doing something right without you knowing it, which is, you know, again, it's a fantastic point to make. I think I know we spent a bit of time talking about it. I think it's a fantastic point to make because, you know, it's the truth, isn't it? It's you know, it's just what we do. It's what people do when they feel like they, you know, they're hurting people and they're only doing things that they think that has been done to them. It's awful, you know. It's terrible. But you know, again, so back to the challenge. Obviously, we've been doing a good few miles. We've been clocking in these miles. We want to get to 50 sign-ups. You know, people signing up. It costs £10 and that's a direct donation to Just Giving on our Just Giving link that we put upon our put on here.
I've put up the link on the Facebook page.
Yeah, you put the link on for us. Thank you. So it's a £10 registration. Hello, Carl. Shacks, Big Shacks. It's a £10 registration. Man's not hot. He's very hot. Old Shacks, because he owns a tanning salon, so he's always hot.
Ooh.
And I'm getting very, very tanned right about now. He's got a tanning salon, which we're going to be hitting up for some sponsorship, Shaq. So now's your time to duck out or message me with a little offer. That'd be nice. So yeah, it's a £10 donation, boys. Once we get onto it, then everyone download Strava. Then we join you up to our Strava team. Cole's come back on here. Look what he's got. Course you are, Shax. I met Cole randomly snowboarding in I can't even remember where, Andorra. We met out there. We've been friends ever since, probably 10 years now. And we're going to get out there again soon. But he's crazy as hell, this kid. One of the nicest guys I've ever known. So, yeah, you get the hot tag, mate. You can have that one. So, boys, just want to talk a bit more about how physical activity is able to help your mental health, you know. And Dino, you want to shoot with this one?
Yeah. There was a time. Do you remember when a couple of years back, Martin, when I went on that health drive and I really tried to lose weight, and I actually made a lot of progress. And
yeah.
I even done some circuits with you in the fields.
We did, mate. We did. Good.
That popped up on my memories a little while back. I'll give you a little bit of a background on that. So there was a time when I tried to run for the bus and the button on my trousers popped. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Did I not used to be the fastest kid in primary school? Like, what the hell?
You were probably the fastest in the team in your 20s.
Yeah, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I can't even run for the bus. And that actually really, really got to me. That really got to me, and I knew I had to do something about it. So I made drastic changes, like in terms of the way I ate and the lifestyle that I was living. I made drastic changes, and throughout that journey, I found myself being more positive, a hell of a lot more positive. So fast forward now, we hit this lockdown, and one thing that I've noticed is, I think we touched on it in our last live feed, that mental health and suicides have actually shot up by, like, was it 70%?
Yeah, there's been a lot of claims. I saw one the other day saying it's 200% at some point. There was it shot up by 200% suicides.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, and that shows you that there was a lot of people who were not just suffering because of this pandemic, but they were suffering in silence before the pandemic hit. And the pandemic was just sort of like the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what that was, and that's how serious things are. And throughout this pandemic, I found sometimes when I've been in the house for a little bit too long, I found that, like it's not good for your mental health. Even when you're not depressed, it can still bring you down. So doing little things like getting out of the house, even if, do you know what? Yeah, and I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to put this out there for those that, even if you don't want to sign up, but just get up and get out and walk. Yeah, get up and get out of the house. Even like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, just so to give you that away time from electrical devices, from the TV, from the news, from the social media, which is so negative right now. Just get out and walk and have a moment to yourself. If you've got a partner, if you've got kids, go out and have some alone time with them and just be in that moment, because that walk and that talking reconnects people. And I found that was for me during lockdown, getting out. And while the gyms were open, me and my missus, we actually started going to the gym together, and I felt that was such a great idea, because it brought us a little bit closer together, because we was actually going to the gym together and we were spending that time together. So that really helped. And then when the gyms closed, we was just walking. We was just walking and talking, and we was just talking about, well, it was mainly me talking about a lot of crap, but she would just listen. And that's what a supportive partner does. She would just listen to my crap. And we had a great time.
That is a supportive partner.
Yeah, you know, your missus will always do that. Listen to your crap and just humour you, even if it's just humouring you.
My crap every day.
And for me,
I'm pretty sure she ignored me.
I'm pretty sure that my missus ignored me playing her Farmville while I was walking up the road. But we had a great time. We'd stop off, we'd get waffles, and then we'd go for it, and then we'd continue walking. So throughout the lockdown, even if it's just with your partner, with your kids, or with a friend, get out there and walk and have that exercise. If you're not ready to get out and walk, then do you know what? There are little things that you can do in your house that are really, really worthwhile, that are actually good in terms of like getting you to that stage. So you can use basic equipment. You can use things like your chairs, fill up a couple of bottles of water, and start doing some arm curls. You can do squats with those bottles of water, walking up and down the stairs with those bottles of water. It really helps, and that might help start the confidence in you actually going out and walking. Do you know what? As crazy as it may sound, like I saw a woman who was walking with 2 bottles of water, and she was giving it the good old pump in those arms, and I was just like, yes, get in there. Because you know what, you don't need to buy no fancy weights to go on your wrists. You don't need no fancy weights to go on your ankles or anything. She had 2 bottles of water, and she was just, and I was like, you know what, get in there, have it, you know. And
it's respectful, isn't it? You do feel respect for people that are out there doing that.
I thought it was absolutely great, and it is actually nice to see. It is nice to see. So there are things, and if you haven't got any ideas, like Team Calm84 have got loads of ideas. Like there are loads of people associated to Calm84, and you can speak to any one of us, and we'd be more than happy to help you with some ideas in terms of training, little exercises that you could do in the house, wherever you live, we could probably give you some ideas on routes that you could
100%.
walk. I'm
Russell's
sure
got
that
a perfectly good Cristiano Ronaldo workout that everyone.
Oh yeah.
Try.
Oh yeah.
And even little things like this, you know, a lot of us are friends on here. So if you want to go out for a walk but you don't want to be alone, then FaceTime somebody.
Yeah.
Give somebody a phone call. And you know what? Like you might be walking in one part of town. I could be walking in another part of town. But you know what? We could be walking together on the phone together, and keeping each other company, walking in our different areas. You know, that can easily be done. You know, let's make a date. 6 o'clock. Let's go out for a walk. We don't have to actually physically be together, but we can be on the phone to each other.
You can connect. Connections. Now, you know, it's so easy to connect with people. I mean, what you said there, I just want to touch on what you said there about us being able to help. Obviously, you've seen me in the summer through lockdown and stuff. We've been doing little 20-minute hit workouts, complete body weight, 20 minutes only, nothing too crazy. And we've been doing that. And we're thinking coming into the new year, obviously after this challenge, we're thinking of doing something similar. Getting people, there's going to be a certain time that we can work out together. It won't be based on instruction. It'll be based on, you know, we will work out. And if people want to come and live work out with us, we might, I think that's something that we're definitely going to look into, Dino. So, you know, that's a great comment. I just had a really nice, it stopped me in my tracks a little bit. My sister-in-law, Mel, she said on here, again, I can't put it on the screen. It says, I've been working from home since March. Giving me a purpose to actually get out today made me feel good about today, especially walking around my childhood area and reflecting on how I've now become an adult and how life has changed. Now, one of the last subjects I wanted to come to today was based around this, and that, yes, we are going out and putting in miles and we're begging for money and we're trying to do something amazing for the people on the other end of them crisis calls. That is, you know, that's our ethos, what we're doing. But twofold, we are also helping everyone who's taking part of these challenges that we are doing. Every one of them are benefiting from this straight away. Every single person is benefiting from this. And as Mel just said, quite rightly, you know, Mel joined today and she's gone out on her first walk with Jamie, my brother-in-law, and they've done so well on their walk today. But as she said, it's already benefiting her. It's already benefiting those who are taking part with me. I've done 12 miles over the last 3 days. You know, I haven't done any miles today. I've done 2 walks yesterday and a day before. So, you know, I want to go and do a little walk at some point this evening, maybe, or maybe I'll just try and get one in the morning. But it is such an important thing to realize that everyone who signs up, we're here for you too. We want, you know, the people that are sign up, this is to create focus in your life too. This is not just for the people that you're walking for, you're running for. This is for you too, to have some focus, have some drive, have something to aim towards, a target at the end of the month, to have that 26.2 or more on your Strava record. As you said, Dino, even for the people that don't want to sign up, we implore you to get out there and the very minimum, have a little walk, breathe in some fresh air, even if it's 15 or 20 minutes, get out there and try and do something. And yes, us at Calm84, we can help you with that. If you ever want to message us, it's either going to be one of us, one of the team, you know, that can help you do something indoors, you know, your HIIT workout or something, you know, that you want to do. We can help you with it. My lovely wife, Sarah, has just commented, and, you know, again, always inspirational, my wife. No one is ever alone physically, emotionally, or mentally with Calm84. And that's exactly who we are.
True.
You know, we're here for you. And, you know, we're not saying we're professionals. but we are saying we will try and give you the best advice of our ability and our experience, or point you in the direction of someone that can. There's currently 21 members of the football team of Calm84, and it's very important to understand what Calm84 is, and a lot of people think that we're just a football team doing this for our community, and you're going to see that it's gone quite beyond that now. But the most important thing we are is an organisation to support people in our community and beyond. That's why we're putting this out, on YouTube and Facebook. We're an organisation called Calm84, and we are here to try and help. We are here at least as a first connection for someone that might feel comfortable talking to one of us, and then we can signpost you and try and support you in helping your mental health, your physical health. We can try and help the best we can. But it's important to realise that Calm84 isn't a football team. It's a collective of people. It's an organisation. And
we're from
Calm84fc, we're from all walks of life, all ages. You've got young little, like my little granddaughter, we say she's part of our challenge. Her mum, Camis, is signed up, and her dad, they are signed up to do this challenge. And Ada's part of that. She's 2 years old. She's part of the challenge. She's Calm84. I'm 40 years old. I'm Calm84 because I'm part of this challenge. Everyone who donates, everyone who signs up to our challenges to help, everyone in our football team. If your passion or if your purpose is to do what we're doing and to give support to people who are struggling with their mental health and physical health, emotional health, as my wife points out, you can connect with us, and we can at least give you some advice. We can try and put you onto someone who can, so I just wanted to put that out there, because it was something today I realized that, we started a football team, but we're so much more now. And I think it's belittling us to call us a football team. We've got podcasts, we've got things going on. We're doing charity events. Like, the charity events ain't football charity events. They're charity events. That's a whole new section to our organisation. And it's a different section to the football section. And the way we're going to branch out and the areas we're going to reach with what we can do is going to be huge. So it's really important to understand that, of who we are and what we're doing. Cor, will you just expand a little bit and tell people what we've been doing, how we've been reaching out on Twitter, and how we're trying to build the YouTube and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing for us is, obviously, our main goal is to spread awareness about mental health and suicide prevention. And obviously the way to do that is by gaining followers, and having people that we can share our ideas with, and the things that we're doing, not only obviously for our local community, but across the UK, and for Calm. So even just following us, retweeting or sharing our things, it just pushes it out that little bit further. And we want to get to a place where we've got people right at the top of the UK up in Scotland, and we've got people right at the bottom of the UK, and everyone's sort of spreading that awareness.
Yeah.
If someone ever does need help, there's people there that can say, right, speak to these guys. They'll be able to help you. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. And I think, and as I was just saying, we have got the biggest, the amount of people that's doing this now. I think we're up to 32 or 33. Even my grandson Frankie, I think he's done probably 8 miles. This is Mitchell Lee's son. He's done about 8 miles maybe with his mum and dad, Harley and Mitchell, who have both been absolutely smashing it yesterday and today. I mean, that little boy, I said to him yesterday, he was getting in the car, and I give him a kiss, and I said, right, boy, tell mum and dad, bring you up again and we'll go for another walk. And he said to me, you know what he said to me? He went, I ain't never doing that walk again, Granddad. I'm never doing that again. because he had just walked for about 2.5 hours. He said, "I don't never doing this walk again, Grandad." I said, "All right, boy." And then today we got pictures of him and videos because he's actually going to be on Mitchell's blog. And he says, and he's there doing a walking in some fields in the mud. You know, he's out there again and again. He's Calm84. This kid's done 8 miles on his feet. You know, and he's just a baby. You know, it's unbelievable. But again, you know, this it's the we are from little babies like that all the way up to adults, and that is Calm84. It's not just a football team. It's not.
From
you know, we're so.
From 2-year-old Ada
so
all the way up to 60-year-old Rob. Brilliant.
he's gonna want you back for that one.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Rob.
But, he's gonna get you for that one at some point. I hope he was on here and listened to that. But Uncle Rob,
It's got bed, isn't it? It's bedtime.
It's got to be bedtime. It's 20 past 8. Dino, again, so you're gonna obviously sign up and do your walks and stuff like that with the missus. It's lovely to see that you, again, like me, have incorporated the family in your walking. You know, and that's really important, right?
Do you know what? Yeah, I found that it's been a tool that's definitely helped us all get that little bit closer. And I think ultimately, I think that is a goal that a lot of families should be aiming for, to get that little bit closer. Because as much as social media has in some areas allowed us to get closer in terms of connectivity, I think it's also pushed some households apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often do you come into your house? How often have you walked into your house and you've seen people in different rooms on their devices? You know what I'm saying? So going for this walk, going for walks, 15 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, it gives us that time to be away from those devices for that time, so that we can spend that time together. And I found that it's actually been an amazing tool in terms of helping us all grow a little bit closer. And we've spoken about, and we've had the opportunity to actually speak about things that are going on. Yeah, how was work? How was school? How was this? How was that? And these are actual, like, genuine questions that have actually in turn given genuine answers, instead of how was work? Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and you've connected, reconnect. I mean, what we've also got on the Strava app, which has been really nice. We've been looking. So my wife is in charge of all the event stuff, and she's been counting up, and we keep an eye on who's done what, and it's been so lovely because it's this. So, for instance, I'm going to use Mel and Jamie. It says on there, Jamie has walked with Melissa today. Like, and to see that, like, the families going out together on, so like Mitchell and Harley, they've walked, together today, coming to follow. So it's nice that you're seeing people come together to go for these walks. So not only, you're getting out there yourself doing your thing, but you're reconnecting these people again, as you say, Dino, like, so easy to walk into a room and everyone be on their phones. But actually, for you to get out there and be with, if you're lucky enough to have someone in your life you can go out there with, and you're reconnecting with them, it's amazing. And my wife's just said, and this is look, we found a 12-year-old in our house yesterday, Dean, got him walking and had a conversation with him. That's our rock, and again, he's upstairs on his VR and stuff, and we've been guilty of letting him get away with it, a lot of computer time. But we're no professionals at handling this pandemic time. It's, I don't know what it is. I don't know. We don't know how to deal with it, but we're just trying to make sure he's happy and he's chilled and he's not stressed, about school or anything else. But he come for a walk with us yesterday.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think, and especially where young people are involved, I think for me that's been a an area that I've been a little bit concerned with as well, because you can sometimes see it that when the kids are not in that routine of going to school, that they're traveling to school and they have that kind of social interaction with their friends. They get into school and then they have the school social interaction, and then when they're traveling home, that whole process has been taken away from them. And I've been a little bit concerned about that. So I think I've been guilty of allowing my boys to just kind of be free with freestyle. Like as long as you're doing your online learning, after that you can do whatever it is you want and socialize with your friends as much as you like, because I don't want to take that away from my boys, because it's important that they have that some sort of social connection to their peers. And if you want to come out and walk, by all means, I actively encourage that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as I said with Rock, we've managed to get him out yesterday for a walk, and it's so funny. So Sarah said to him, "All right, listen, if you come and do this this challenge, we will donate £1 every mile you walk." And he went, £1 every mile, yeah? He said, yeah. And he said to her, "Is that for me?" And his mum said, "No." He went, "Nah, can't be bothered."
Well, he's a businessman. He's a businessman.
Return on investment. He couldn't see the return on investment for himself. He saw it and he just went, "Was that for me?" And she said, "No." He went, "Nah, can't be bothered." But I mean, today he said he's going to join up. He's going to jump on the Strava, and he's going to, because he done 4 miles yesterday, so he's only got 22 to go. So he might as well jump on and get going with it. We've got Emma Briggs that says a community from all areas and all ages is Calm84fc. Too right. We've got my wife again, who said anyone who needs support with their children's mental health, please get in touch. We can signpost you in the right direction. Now, that's that's a lovely thing to say.
Yeah.
Because we can actually do that professionally. We can get you to the exact place you need to go. So anyone who needs support with their children's mental health, please get in touch and we can signpost you in the right direction. It's really important, guys. If you are struggling with your kids or you think your kids are struggling, please get at us. We have professionals in our group that can help you get the help that you need. Do that. So without going into too much who does what, just trust me that if you get in touch, we will be able to help. We've got the Big Mitch show commenting from the Big Mitch show. So if anyone wants to sign up and follow Mitchell in the things that we've been talking about him today, if you want to sign up, he's in the comment section. He's actually commenting from YouTube, and he said, "Well done, everyone. We are stronger together. We will tackle mental health 2 feet at a time." And this is the Big Mitch show. I think his logo is amazing. If anyone wants to give him a follow and watch his journey, that'd be amazing. Just click on his name in the comments on YouTube. Follow him to YouTube. It's the Big Mitch Show. So have a look at what he's doing. Lastly, guys, I just want to thank everyone for coming and watching. Again, we've really hit upon the challenge tonight. We've spoke about how it's benefiting everyone so far. We are really trying to push to raise as much money as we can, so that by the end of the month we are be able to help a lot of people, and save lives. Essentially, you say you save lives, but you are literally saving lives with your money, with your time, with your effort and your walk. Yeah, you are saving lives. It's no smaller than that. I don't know. People out there going, "Yeah, are you saving lives?" If someone is in a crisis and they make a call to Calm and Calm manage to talk them down or signpost them in the right direction, you have saved a life. It costs £8 to Calm to answer that phone call. It cost them £8 per call, and we are trying to pay for 100 of them calls. 100 of them calls. We could save lives with what we're doing. We go out and we benefit ourselves with physical activity, but we could save lives with what we are doing and the money we are raising. So please donate. Please come and get involved. Use it for your own focus on others, whatever you use it for. Come and get involved with us. Everyone is Calm84fc. Everyone is Calm84. This is what we want to do. Thank you for everyone who's commented tonight. Let's have a closing comment, Dino, from yourself.
A closing comment.
Yeah.
I like what you said. If we can, that £8 to answer that call can save a life. A closing comment for me is, whatever it is you're going through and whatever it is you're up against, you are not alone. Calm84, there's loads of us here. We're not professionals, but we can point you in the right direction. If you need somebody to talk to, you're more than welcome to hit up any one of us, and we will respond.
Thank you very much, mate. That's fantastic. Corey, you want to say something?
Yeah, so I just want to say that obviously when we set out to achieve our goals, the goal that we had in mind is that if we save one life, we've done our job, and we, at the moment, with all your help and everyone's support, we're saving as much as 100 lives and even beyond that. And so thank you to everyone who's supporting, who's helping, and all your efforts. It's all very much appreciated. And I'm sure that there's people out there that will appreciate it even more than we do. So thank you, everyone.
Well done, mate. I just want to say, I'm going to give you the right spelling. We are on Spotify. So with everyone out there walking at the moment, if you can, if you want something to listen to, you want to listen to us ranting on or taking a piss out of each other, you can find us under Calm84fc, one word, Calm84fc, on Spotify. We will be, every episode goes on every Sunday night. So Monday morning, it'll be on for those that, might want to listen while they go for a walk. We've got an hour and a half on here tonight. We've got past episodes. So we're not only on YouTube, we're not only on Facebook, we're on Spotify. You can find us.
I think how lovely that will be, listening to our calm, soothing voices for an hour and a half.
But
brilliant.
The sad thing is you don't get to look at us, which, you're going for a walk, so that's cool. But yes, you can find us on Spotify. Thank you again to everyone tonight who's commented. We've had some fantastic comments. We've had the most comments that we've had on any show so far. And we want to grow week on week, every Sunday. We want to grow and grow. If you've got any ideas for our podcast on subjects you want us to cover, please give us an inbox during the week. Give us any sort of messages you want. We're on. We've got email addresses that we'll put up. A couple of the girls, my wife said that's a bonus. I'm guessing that's because they can't see our faces. So thanks for that, my darling wife. If you want to get at us, just get at us and give us some ideas for the podcast. Give us some ideas of some subjects you want us to cover, and we will cover these subjects for you. We will help and give you the content that you want to hear. Also, Rob said earlier that there should be a live or recorded race between you and Russell, and with money going to charity, whoever wants to bet on who. At some point, we will set that up.
We will set that up.
Russell's definitely going to say challenge accepted.
He already did. We've got it recorded.
He did. That is definitely something we're going to do, and that is definitely going to be a bit of content. We're definitely going to be getting some football stuff out there on our content. But if anyone's got any ideas, please reach out to myself, Corey, Dino, Mitchell Lee, Rusty, any one of us, Calm84fc or Calm84, Sarah Webb, she's on there. If any of your friends, want to reach out to you, you want to hear any subjects covered or any guests that might want to come on and talk to us for the evening, you don't have to be or do anything particularly. Please come on and have a chat with us for an hour. It's what we do every Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Come and join us for an hour and talk about the things that mean most to you. Just want to say thank you to Corey, thank you Dino, thank you Rusty. I know you've got kicked out again a little while ago. Thank you for coming on, bro, and hopefully you'll be a regular in the future. Dino's a new permanent host for us, so well done, Dino. I asked him last week if he'll be a permanent host for us, so get used to seeing him and his stupid jokes every week. I love his Facebook. His Facebook is probably my favorite Facebook account in the world over the years. So yeah, go and hit him up and see what he's got to say.
I just try to wind people up. You do know that, right?
I love that, and and what I do is I sit back, I buy some popcorn, and I sit back and I watch the show, and I love it. It's what I love most to do. Watch Dino's Facebook. I've showed my daughters and my wife your Facebook over the years. I'm not going to say the subjects, but I'm gonna say that you are one person that is worth following on Facebook. If you want to grab him, just get at him and watch his silliness, because this guy's crazy. All right, but Corey's obviously jumped out. I'll see you later, Dino. Thank you, mate.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you very much for watching and commenting, everyone.
And we'll see you again next week. Yeah,
definitely.
Thank you, brother. See you later. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for commenting. Please donate. Please come and get involved in our new challenge. We are, absolutely desperate to get it out there. And if anyone wants to come on our podcast next week, just jump on with us. Come on the podcast. We want you all to come on it. We want everyone to come on as a guest. Come on and talk to us about the things that are most important to you. And we would love to do that. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you later.